Morning traders, just want to run by you a trade that I'm going to be taking this morning. If you look on the US dollar Canadian dollar chart, there's a great opportunity that's just set up here. Last night the financial ministry of Bank of Canada came out and basically said they weren't so worried about interest rates. They were a historic low. Canadian economy is doing great guns, and bullish comments for the Canadian dollar. So the Canadian dollar was bought up last night. Now when I saw that, I quickly reassessed what was going on because I knew that the Bank of Canada's governor, Boloz, is coming out and he's speaking this afternoon, and he's widely expected by the market to throw a little bit of water on the enthusiasm that there has been for buying the Canadian dollar recently. And part of the reason for that is because there was some CPI data that came out at the end of last week, which was a little bit of a miss. The headline figure was a miss, or just a slight miss, but still a miss. And some of the other figures were more positive. And yet, it's raised questions. And the questions have been, will the Bank of Canada continue with this increase in rate rises, or will they slow it down? And the relevance for that is that the market is pricing a 40% chance of an interest rate rise in October. A 40% chance of an interest rate rise in October. Now, if that happens, obviously the Canadian dollar is going to be bought up. But if Boloz comes out tonight, this afternoon, and says, you know what, we just got to slow it down a bit. The last inflation data was a bit of a miss. We're just going to be more steady. If that was the case, then the Canadian dollar is going to be sold off because 40% of the market think that interest rate rise is inevitable. So the trade was buying here down when the Canadian dollar was bought up. I bought US dollar Canadian dollar, looking for that pop. That's already coming off nicely to the upside, holding it into the meeting. Now, what am I going to do if I'm a lot of points in profit at the meeting? Well, I'm already sort of quite a few points in profit here, so this is when I'm beginning to even thinking around these highs. 1.2400 could just be an obvious target. I'm not telling you what I'm going to do because I'm going to keep my options open. Options I've got, take it off at 2.4100, leave it to break, put it to break even now, and see if we can ride out the meeting, see if we can get higher if Boloz comes out and is, as expected, a little bit bearish Canadian dollar. We'll see. I'll leave that with you. If you want to find out what happened with this trade, just follow the link at the bottom of this video, and you can see my trade diary and all the trades I've taken. You can see what I did. And yeah, and this is a trade I took yesterday, dollar yen. The reason I took the trade here was this large candle here was when North Korea was saying, you know, you got to blame the Americans for starting the war. And as soon as the market hears war, buying Japanese yen, safe haven currency, bearish US dollar Japanese yen. Now, in the morning, yesterday morning, Washington came out and said, we're not starting a war, we're trying economic and we're trying diplomatic solutions to this problem. That's our number one priority. And as soon as I said that, you know, that's not talking about war, that's talking about peace. So the simple trade was, you know, it's sell the war, buy the peace. So the peace came in. I saw it was the 38.2 fib of the FOMC minute spike, and so as soon as the price came down there, a little cheeky stop, just nice and tight, and just played the pop up, sort of nice 40 points. That's a trade I played yesterday. I also played another one on New Zealand US dollar. I won't go into that, but that was due to lack of business confidence coming out of New Zealand dollar. If you want to, as I said, follow some of the trades that I mentioned, hit the link, see my trade diary. If you like my videos, hit like. Really encourages me. It's a little thing, but it just makes me feel like, oh, someone out there likes the videos. And if you want to don't miss a video, just hit subscribe, and then as soon as the video comes out, you will get a notification that it's come. Okay, thanks for listening, and I hope you have a good day. Bye.